Hey everybody, this is Coach Jedediah with the Chief today. We're just spending some time out where it's a little warm and springy, and I always want to get things moving and be able to help people kind of start their path and their day on the right footstep. So what I wanted to do was just talk about the importance of basically how to access the law of attraction based off of what you want, and just realize that you're not down here experiencing life where you're pressed upon, but you are actually a mini creator. You're a co-creator with your higher power. And so how we want to address that today is just realizing that, number one, you're not a goldfish swimming around in a goldfish bowl down here, and then you go belly up one day and that's it. It's down the drain. You, as a mini creator, get to access all sorts of gifts and talents and abilities that your creator's given you. And with those things that God's given you, you have a delivery system called the universe and a two-way radio called your subconscious mind, or your intuition, back to Him. So I used to think that everything was like lucky, like you're either lucky or you're unlucky. And then as I understood things more clearly and defined, I was like, well, maybe things happen in threes, whether that's good or bad. Like some things are good, and then if that happens, I'm gonna get another good thing and then another good thing. But then there's going to be opposition where I have something I don't like or don't appreciate, and that's going to turn into basically three bad things in a row. So that was what I would see, and I would notice that became my paradigm shift. That became something that I was really struggling with, because when things were good, that's great. I'm going to get a lot of blessings, a lot of good things that I want to see in life. But if it was a negative, then I would go into a depression or a funk. So I want to explain to you exactly how to access the law of attraction based off of the things that I know work for me. And so I'm just going to kind of use a lot of metaphor. That's how the subconscious mind works, right? So imagine that you're flying along in life, and you're flying high and you're flying fast, and all of a sudden, like if you've been in an airplane, right, you hit turbulence and you dip a little bit. Well, sometimes the turbulence is a little bit, and sometimes it's like a big drop. And some of you that have flown know it's kind of scary to be flying and you hit the big turbulence where there's a big drop. So what happens is, if this is representative of life, if you have a dip in your life when you're flying high or flying fast, and you understand how the law of attraction works, your subconscious mind is going to get exactly what you're focusing on. So whether it's the law of attraction, the law of resonance, in the Bible it's the law of the harvest. Ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Whatever seed you sow, you reap at harvest time. You get 100% of whatever it is you're focusing on. And so with the law of attraction, those that understand these principles, when they dip, they acknowledge that there's something they don't like that they just experienced, and they'll say, wow, the next thing that's going to happen to me is going to be terrific, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be spectacular and wonderful. And I'm ecstatic to experience what that next thing is. And the subconscious mind and the universe says, wow, did you hear Jed? He said the next thing that he's going to experience is going to be great, because I don't want what just experienced. I don't want that turbulence that just dropped me or dipped me to keep continuing to happen. So I'm going to focus on the next thing then, because of adversity and opposition. I'm going to grow from it anyway. It's going to be great. God's going to give me something good in my life. And so the universe and the subconscious mind give you exactly what you focus on. Your body calculates and recalibrates for all of that, and then the plane dips up. So it's like you're pulling back on the yoke of the airplane, and you tip the nose back up and you get flying high again. Now those that don't understand these principles, they actually do what comes natural. They gripe, they moan, they complain, they think, man, I can't catch a break. This always happens to me. It doesn't matter what I do, XYZ, blah blah blah, this is going to happen. And so as they dip, it's like they're pushing on the yoke of the airplane. And so they're going to nosedive. And because of free will, because of free agency, we're allowed to crash and burn. And we will go all the way down until we hit rock bottom, or bottom of the barrel. That's a cliche we all know, right? So if you're saying this always happens to me, life sucks, everything's hard, everything's rough, the universe, your subconscious mind says, oh, it's rough, it's hard, it sucks, everything's tough, and so down we go. Then, rock bottom, what is that? Well, that's a great foundation to build off of, right? So at the foundation of rock bottom, we say, okay, that's it, enough's enough, I'm sick and tired of being what? sick and tired, right? So I only want to be around good, solid people. I want good things in my life. I want money flowing to me. I want a good running car. I want new clothes. And you state what you want and what you focus on, and the universe says yes. The subconscious mind says yes to those because there's no filters. They're in the present moment. They just give you what you focus on. And then boom, you rocket out of that pit or that hole that you're in, and you're flying high again. You're flying fast again. Now, for some reason, human nature has this tendency to go negative for absolutely no reason at all. So you've heard this, right? It'll say things like, man, I'm flying high again. Life is good again. Everything's going great. But you know, it's a little too good, and I'm flying a little too high, a little too fast. In fact, you know what? I bet you something negative or bad's gonna happen any minute now. Okay, so what have they done when they said that out loud? When you think it, you create it. When you say it, you bring it to you. And so then down we go again. The subconscious mind, the universe is like, oh man, did you hear Jed? We were doing so good, but he's expecting another trial in his life. He's expecting tribulation and hardship. Well, let's give him what he's asking for. And so then down we go. And so we are responsible for our attitude and our efforts. That's our mindset stuff, okay? So it's up and down until we start to understand, and the eternal principles and laws in this universe will set into us, and finally we become aware of our negativity. We become aware of things that we don't like, and so we say things like, I'm stuck in a rut, I'm between a rock and a hard place, I'm spinning my wheels, I'm sinking in quicksand. So we're indicating through these cliches and these sayings inside, we're verbalizing what's going on inside, that we're not happy. And so we say, well, I need to pull myself up by my bootstraps. I need to take charge of my life. I want to get empowered. And so what will happen is they'll say, I'm tired of being a spectator in my own life. I'm tired of watching life pass by me. So now I'm going to instead be a cork bobbing in the ocean wherever the wind and the current blows me. I'm going to grow a rudder, a sail. I'm going to be a vessel unto myself. And I'm going to adjust my sails against the wind. Because you can't control the winds in your life, but you can adjust your sails. So now we've got empowerment. We've gone from victim mindset to empowerment, getting unstuck, and then you try to get going. But the thing that's interesting is that there's not a lot of stuff that you can control in life still. And if you don't get into alignment, you know, when you think about alignment, everything is magical. When the moon, the stars, and the sun are in alignment, there's magic in the cosmos. When plants and animals are in alignment, there's a good ecosystem. When you're healthy and you're sleeping and you're eating right, you got homeostasis in your body and your organs are in alignment. So if you don't get into alignment, you'll go all the way back to getting stuck again. And now it's worse because you're aware of it. Whereas before it was ignorant bliss. Now you know you've been here before, you've been stuck. So you try to get unstuck, you try to get empowerment, you try to get control of your life. But if you don't get into alignment with money and people and resources and all the opportunities that are blessings, whether you call those blessings or karma or good juju, this is what God and the universe delivers to us. So if you're not in alignment with those, you'll keep going back and getting stuck. And this is, I call it a racket cycle, but it's really a trauma loop cycle. And so you've got to make sure that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. You control your attitude and your effort, and then you can not get triggered anymore. Okay, why is that important? Well, because when you're no longer triggered, you're done with the test. You don't have to repeat the same stupid thing over and over and over. You get off the carousel, and then you move up the ladder rung forward and upward to the next plateau, which is the next test, where you'll get triggered by something new. But we don't want to stay cycling with that one either. So say what you mean, say what you want, build affirmations around it, do visualization techniques, make a vision board, do something to totally flood your subconscious mind and everything that you know that you want, that you've decided, this is what I want, this is what I'm going after. And do not let anything stop you, and that especially is you. Look in the mirror, love yourself, appreciate yourself. Don't let anything get in your way. And you can access these eternal principles that are just going to have you rocket through life and become a really powerful manifester. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. But you got to do that for you first. This is Jed signing out. Have a good day.